Hello, and welcome to Rainbows Rising. I am your host, Rainbow Raaja, and here we are at the beginning of beautiful October. I'm sure everyone is excited for the holiday coming, Halloween. And for us Americans, it's been a pretty crazy month, starting the month off with a full moon and following up with some interesting political activity shortly after. So I'm sure some of you are totally curious what to expect out of this month. And I am too, considering that we have another full moon this month. This seems to be 2020 is a crazy year because we have 13 instead of 12 full moons and already a lot of crazy life circumstances such as coronavirus and, other things, among other things. This show isn't about politics. This show isn't about current events. This show is about spiritual awakening and just trying to keep some relevant news happening a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, draw some cards from the Rainbow Warrior Activation deck, the art made by Justine Serebrin, and the book written by Tracy Dunblazier. Take a nice deep breath. Go ahead and arrive in your body. Take another deep breath. And just reflect on things you would like some clarity on. Think about your life. Think about your goals, long-term, short-term. Think about the struggles that you have. Just pick one thing, please, that you would like clarity on. When you are ready, I want you to go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 4. I'm just going to go ahead and pull 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just gonna pick one main card for the month for everyone. If you picked card number 1, you picked grounding. This card is all about reconnecting with the earth, reconnecting with the foundation that brought you to this point in your life. Why did you start that job? Why did you move? Why are you doing what you're doing? What is your motivation? What was that spark that started it all? Just consider that and reflect on that and reconnect with your feet. We talked about a grounding technique back in September. Maybe go back a little bit, check that out if you haven't already. Just practice grounding as often as you can, preferably once a day. If you don't have time for that, try to do it at least twice a week. It will make a huge difference in your life. If you're not willing to go back and take a look at the other podcasts that talk about grounding, I'll give you a really quick grounding technique. Just take a nice deep breath into your body and follow your breath down. Breathe it down into your feet. Take a deep breath into your body. Breathe it down. Breathe it down into your feet. Breathe in the light from the sun and through your feet. Breathe out any stress or tension. And do that for as long as you feel comfortable doing. Grounding will help you this month. You might be faced with extra stress or anxiety. If you ground, you will be much better prepared to have a level, clear understanding of how to interact with those shortcomings or the obstacles that you are being faced with. The second card, this is for those of you who chose card number 2. Card number 2 is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is about reconnecting with your vitality, reconnecting with what makes you passionate. Take a moment, feel into your navel, and see if there's any emotions that are lying there. What do you feel there? Breathe into that spot. Give it space. Allow those feelings to move through your body, to travel, to be what they wish to be. Our sacral chakra houses not just our passions, but also our deepest fears. What are you most afraid of at this time? Are you able to face those fears this month? I encourage you to do so. I encourage you to use your creativity and approach your fears at a different angle. Reflect on your emotions honestly and try not to judge yourself. Card number 3, we have early summer. Early summer is a busy, chaotic time. Number 3, looks like you have taken on a lot, possibly even more than you can chew. Now, that may be daunting for some, but for you, it's exciting. Be excited, but try your best to collect your thoughts and have a plan. Because if you don't, you could be swept up by the hustle and bustle of the crazy, crazy time. Just take a moment and really reassess your game plan for this month. Take a moment and reflect on your goal, your end game for the end of this month. There is a lot of opportunity and a lot of growth to be had, but you have to take the time to plan and to be patient with what is to come, or you will get overwhelmed and stressed out. Also, be sure to take a moment and have some fun in the sun. Don't take everything so seriously. Take some time off of work if you need to reevaluate your priorities. This month, because it's so busy, you taking a day off to rest, recuperate, is not going to throw you completely. It's actually important that you take a little bit of time to reassess so that you can heal and return invigorated and excited for all that is to come. Card number 4. Card number 4. Innocence. Child, the inner child. We'll call it the inner child. So, the inner child, this card is about reconnecting with your ability to play. Reconnecting with that little piece of you that so badly wants to go jump in the fountain. And, maybe that little piece of you that wants to do something a little less traditional or a little less professional. Kick your feet up. Have some fun. Don't feel so restricted by what others are going to think of you. Right now is the perfect time to reconnect with that side of you that brings life, adventure, and joy. That side of you that's creative and silly and fun and makes everyone around you feel 10 years younger, right? So make sure that you're connecting with that inner child. Give her a little love. Find where she's hiding. Maybe she's playing hide and go seek. Go find her. Go find her or him. Go find whoever. Sorry, I'm used to speaking from my own perspective. So go find that inner child of yours, male or female, and play. Have some fun. Do a craft. And actually, that is what the theme of this month is all about. The theme of this month is all about creativity, crafting, playfulness, making new things to help you heal. And I think, although that's the fourth card here, that's going to be a good segue into this month's segment. The very last card is activation. You guys are going to be receiving an activation this month. I'm sure it will be coming. Might even be today. Might even be right now. Cool. So this card, activation, in case you don't know what an activation isn't pretty much like a bolt of lightning that comes down, strikes you, and you get that eureka moment. You have been looking for answers. You've been looking for clarity. You've been looking for, whatever it is you're looking for. And it is here. And it is going to jolt you awake, and you will be invigorated and empowered and full of the energy to make that happen. And that is what this month is all about. Being activated. Being ready to manifest what it is you came here to do. So, quick overview. All these cards are good for any of you. If somebody actually listened through all of them, if you implement these cards into your life, they will be beneficial for you no matter what. But we have grounding. We have sacral chakra. We have early summer. We have inner child. And we have activation. Those were the cards. If you are interested in reading the book version, I did not read the book version. I just intuitively read the cards this month. I believe you can find the book information online, or you can reach out to Tracy or Justine Serebrin, or just go buy the cards. And I mean, they're beautiful. Just go buy the cards. That's what I say. You want to know what it means? Go buy the cards. Anyway, what a great way to start off October. What a solid reading. So I'm sure you guys are wondering what is to be expected of this month. Well, I'm going to be having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful month of learning how art is implemented in healing, using art for ascension, using art as a tool for self-care and shadow work, using art as a way to evaluate what is needed to evolve and change and, grow. And today, in particular, I really wanted to talk about the value and importance of artistic expression and the different types of artistic expression we have available to us to use. So the first type of artistic expression that we all are familiar with, I'm sure, is art. Art. You have drawing, painting, sketching, crafting. We have all types of media. You can do pretty much anything under the sun with art. You can sculpt. You can deconstruct. You can splatter paint. You can do all matter of things. You can use pottery as an expression of art. Some other things that you wouldn't expect would be using music as an expression of art. I'm sure some of you already do. But creating music, singing music is transformative. Just picking up an instrument and coming up with a beat or a tune can be transformative. You can use crystals in a way to make a crystal grid. That's a form of art. You can make things, crafting. Theater arts, performance art, that is like the most intense way to connect with another person's experience. Like, actors are empaths at their most unstable. If you were an actor, you would maybe get that joke. But yeah, actors are empaths, or else they won't be able to do their job very well. We have to be able to step into another's shoes and completely, fully understand the emotional experience of the character they play. You have totally lost my train of thought there for a moment. Oh, dance. Dance is another type of artistic expression. You don't have to be good at it. Trust me. A lot of these things you don't actually have to be like amazing at, because usually when you're doing art, you're not doing it for another person. You're doing it for you. You are doing the art for you. Don't forget that, please. It's really, really important that you remember you are doing art for you. Other types of art beyond dance and, mixed media, or, any type of actual art, painting, drawing, all that jazz. Writing. Writing is another form of art. Writing novels. Writing textbooks. Hey, why not? Writing poetry. When we think of good poetry and we read good poetry or hear good poetry, sometimes it can just really take you away. So, really, there is infinite ways to express yourself. You can make things, you can build things. Architects are doing a form of art. But it would take a very long time to go over every single type of art form ever. The point is that all of these things are available to you to use. Find your medium. You can't sing on tune? Okay, pick up a drum. You can't sing on tune? Well, maybe you're really good at writing the lyrics, but you can't sing them. So say them. Speak a poem. Speak a poem from your heart. Oh, you don't want to write it down? That's okay. just speak it randomly out loud. Do a little verse. Not good at rhyming? Ugh. Haiku. Use a haiku. You don't have to rhyme with a haiku. Oh, you're not good at any kind of wordistry at all. That's okay. Because we have paints for that. we have, you just splatter some paint on a board if you want. But the goal when approaching art, this is the most important part. The goal when approaching art in a transformative, healing way is intention. You must have an intention when you begin your art. Why are you creating right now? What is the emotion behind your creation? What fuels this work? It could just be experiencing something new or playing around with the texture or whatever. But I have found that my best masterpieces come from my most troubled times, when I am really in a state of pure panic, pure distress, or I'm confused, or I'm blissed out. When I'm in love, those are the things that fuel great art. Those are the things that have made my deepest wounds heal over, is having that kind of a deep emotional attachment to the creation I'm birthing. And so this month, we're actually going to be covering some practices that you can try for yourself. There will be a Halloween special at the end of this month as an extra little thank you guys. But we will also be having an intuitive artist and an intuitive tattoo artist on the last week of October 27th. I will have an interview with Justine Serebrin. She does intuitive art and tattoos. And yes, she is the artist to the Rainbow Warrior Activation deck. And it is my great privilege to be blessed enough to have her on the show. So, going through this month, we're going to be talking more about some practices you can start to try on your own. We'll be talking about how to put your spiritual expression into the world. And we'll be exploring different mediums that you can play with to do some shadow work. Because nobody likes touching shadow work, but if we put some color on it, it might be fun, right? You throw a little rainbow on the dark side, right? Dark side of the rainbow, or dark side, whatever. You put some dark with some light, it can't be that scary. Let's face our fears together and have some really incredible creative expression this month. And my challenge for you, my listeners, is to create things. And I want you just to go ahead and either tag me or post it on my Facebook. The link is in the description. I just want you to go ahead and show me what you're creating. I want to see what you guys are creating, how you guys are healing yourselves, how you guys are ascending. I encourage you to please get out there and just make some stuff. Make some stuff. I'm talking to you and you and you. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It has been such a pleasure to have you this fine day. I just want to thank you again and tell you guys I'm so proud of all of you for ascending together. Have a good week. Bye. Are you ready to ascend to the next level? This is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide calling. Please be sure to keep all arms and legs inside your vessel at all times. I'm just here to remind you to take some time today. Support Rainbow's Rising podcast. Go. Join the Discord community. Check out the Patreon. Get some stickers, custom tarot cards. Check out the merch. The merch. You know you want to. Go connect with Rainbow Raaja. Maybe even get a session. Who knows? Your support helps make this show possible. And she loves to support you. Help support her too. Once again, this is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide, guiding you to your ascension.